In today's 10-minute video, I will be showing you how to use gel stain on top of an existing finish. This chest was a marketplace freebie. The latch does not work. It's missing a piece of wood on one side, and look at how dry and discolored that wood is. So let's get to work and learn how you can fix this with just one product, no paint gel stain. Structurally, this piece is solid and in really great condition. Other than missing that piece of wood on the side, it is ready to go. I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper and trace the piece on the opposite side. By tracing the piece of wood on the opposite side, I'm going to make myself a template to use my chop saw to cut a piece of wood to fit in the same area. I keep a ton of scrap wood in my shed, so I will definitely find one that will fit this space. Once I find that extra board, I'm just going to simply measure this template out and cut it to the same size. This is a super quick fix, and since this new piece doesn't match the old style wood, the gel stain will cover it and make it all the same color. After cleaning with white lightning, I'm going to give this piece a slight scuff sand. This will remove any of the large scratches that are on the wood. Sanding is not required before you apply gel stain. This was just an extra step in my prep to get it ready. After fighting with this hardware, I realized it does not come off, so we'll be working around the hardware on the front and on the sides of this piece. Let's talk about Belle's No Paint Gel Stain. This is an oil-based product that I like to apply with an applicator pad. By simply wiping this on top of existing finishes, you can cover up old wood and get all of the color looking uniform. Today's color choice is called Cedar. It is a warm, rich tone. Let's take this wood chest with different styles of wood, different colors of wood, and damaged wood and make it look all of the same. Using an applicator pad, I'm going to wipe this stain on in the direction of the wood grain, working around the hinges and the metal parts on this project. I'm going to use my nail gun to attach the missing piece of wood on the side of this chest. Simply nailing it on will secure it, and then I can use my stain right over top. And even if it's not exactly perfect, when you stain it all the same color, you won't even know that this piece was missing originally. Let's learn a little bit more about no paint gel stain. I tend to use colors that are a little bit darker than the wood that I'm staining. This way I will be able to cover any defects, stains, or marks in the wood. No paint gel stain is an oil-based gel stain that offers a rich, deep coverage. You can also use it on sanded surfaces to show off the natural beauty of wood grain. No Pain Gel Stain is available in 11 stunning shades. The stain can give you a variety of looks from dark espresso to a warm honey. Remember, when you're using this stain, it is an oil-based product, so no paint gel stain might require a little bit of an extra drying time for optimal results. The space that you see me working in here today is my indoor studio space. This is climate controlled, and this no paint gel stain in one even coat will dry in less than 24 hours. Let's go over the directions for how to use gel stain according to the Dixie Belle Paint website. Step 1 is to stir your can of gel stain before applying. Step 2, you can test the area on a small spot to make sure it's the color that you want. Remember to allow 72 hours before staining on fresh paint. Step 3 is to apply your stain and wipe back your excess product. For me, my favorite tool for application is most definitely this terry cloth pad. This terry cloth pad is a one-time use only. I do throw away and dispose of it as necessary after my project is finished. Step 4 is to apply additional coats if you want a heavier, more desired darker finish. For me, I like to apply one even coat and then stand back and look at my piece. If there's staining, marks, or things that need to be covered with a heavier application, I do go ahead after the first coat is dry and apply my second coat. Please note that you do not have to clear coat or seal your gel stain. You can use Dixie Belle's clear coat or Gator Hide, but remember to wait 72 hours, about 3 days or so, for it to dry completely before you add a top coat to avoid any hazing. For areas where my sponge will not reach into, I sometimes use a disposable chip brush. If I use a brush on my gel stain, I definitely throw it in the garbage after use, since this is an oil-based product and I cannot clean it. Look at how beautifully this gel stain is covering all of that really dry wood. Sometimes people ask me if you need a wood conditioner before you apply your no paint gel stain. I would suggest, if your surface has been completely sanded back to raw, naked wood and you feel that you need a little bit more open time to move your stain around and play with your stain to get the desired result, in that case, yes, you can use a wood conditioner. In this case, where the finish is uneven and all of the wood is different, I did not need a wood conditioner prior to use. Since the latch on this tiny chest would not close 100%, I added a small piece of metal to hold the latch closed when in use. I chose to seal this entire project with Dixie Belle's Gator Hide. Dixie Belle's Gator Hide is a very, very tough top coat. It's water repellent and I like to apply it with a blue sponge. I like to overlap my Gator Hide lines so that when this actually gets dry, you're not going to see any marks in your finish. And I actually did use this too on top of the metal as well. This one simple product is so easy to use and I use it all the time. Look at this beautiful finish that I achieved with just one coat of no paint gel stain. I hope that you enjoyed this 10-minute tutorial and you will give no paint gel stain a try. I will link it in the description and also in the video.